Hello, Libra. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to the month of July. Welcome to this beautiful energy that we are hopefully getting ready to experience. I'm going to start off your reading with the Mystic Manifesting Oracle cards. So let's just find out a little first preview of your July reading. And we've got Blessed Growth. Stay firmly rooted in your intentions and reach for the sky. A possible affirmation for the month of July could be, I nurture my dreams. Beautiful. All right, Libra, I'm going to start off with the Tarot of Secrets. And this is a bit of a large deck, so I'm just going to shuffle a little bit here through. I've already premeditated or meditated over, prayed over the cards. And so just tune into your energy, your intuition. And let's just pray that what is meant for you will show up. And please remember not to take something that's not your reading. For the sign of Libra, and I'll lay these down and we'll come back and we'll talk. All right. Boy, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. So your energy there. Some form of a water sign in your life. The final outcome for you, Libra. The Eight of Vases, Eight of Cups, which is another Scorpio card there. At the bottom of the deck is Ten of Swords. Now this is air energy, your element, air. However, this is indicating in July, there's going to finally be the end of a painful cycle of betrayal, of lying, cheating, stealing, people talking about you behind your back. So it has to do with gossip. It's definitely painful, and it has been. But the month of July, there's closure. There's a culmination. It's over. The 10 is the end of a painful, confrontational, verbal, people spreading rumors, gossip, things like that. It's over. Okay, so that's good news. At the beginning is the recent past. And this is for you, Libra. The recent past has to do with the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins is the Five of Pentacles, which is all about abandonment, exclusion, feeling like you're not a part of the group, seeing yourself as an outsider, not putting yourself in the mix. It's seeing yourself as you're out here and they're in there. And it's a point of view. It's not reality all the time. It sometimes is just a perspective. So keep that in mind. This was what your energy looked like. And this very well could be because of all of this that was going on. So if you've been experiencing a lot of people, what feels like stabbing you in the back, I understand how you could be in this Five of Coins, putting yourself on the outside of the group because the group is doing that kind of behavior. So this makes a lot of sense if that under the deck has relevance in your life. The current energy for you is the Death energy. Now, this is Scorpionic energy. It's attributed to the sign of Scorpio. It is card number 13 in the major arcana. It has to do with an end of a cycle, an end of a thought process, an end of a painful, literally. It's a spiritual, it's a card from the universe, essentially. It is transformational. We've been dealing with one situation and now it has transformed into something else. Death energy is pivotal, it's monumental, it's really, it's plutonic. If you know anything about the planet Pluto, when Pluto's around, things change and they transform, and it's a very deep felt energy. Scorpios are deep water signs. They deal with things that are down in the under layers of the reality. So they get to the bottom of things, and they see things that not everybody wants to see. Well, this is kind of what you're doing, is you're standing in this truth of this situation is now transformed. We're no longer going to be doing all of this, and we're no longer going to be putting ourselves on the outside and looking in. We're transforming things. We're taking control of things. We're going to make sure that all of that negative, unhealthy, toxic energy is coming to an end, and we're going to change reality. Excuse me, that's confirmation. Good sneeze there. And so center of the reading, your current energy, death energy, the end of something, so that the beginning of something new is on the table. Your challenge is judgment. And it's not your judgment that's the challenge. It's making a judgment call, making the decision. When you're transforming energy, that's no small feat. And judgment energy is more proof. It's a major arcana, another card attributed to the sign of Scorpio. So it's more plutonic energy. It is about a spiritual awakening. This is not only are you transforming energy, but you are also awakening yourself in a spiritual capacity to a place that you've probably never been before. So get ready. If this is not already happening in your life, it's going to. It very well could. So be ready for transformation of an old way to a new way. And that is going to create a spiritual awakening. And that is going to feel a little bit challenging, I would say. I mean, you're going to get through it, and I think you're going to survive, and you're going to come out on the other side sparkly and new, but it might not feel good in the moment. On your mind is this Queen of Wands. Now, this is really beautiful because I always have seen a Libra sign as confident, charismatic, influential, able to walk in the room and everybody's heads turn. That's Queen of Wands. It's feminine power. And you can be a male and have this Queen of Wands energy, but it more so falls along the lines of like batting your eyelashes, flirting, being able to penetrate the room. It's not just you being like a wallflower. It's not that at all. It's somebody that walks in and people can't deny your presence. You are seen and you're admired, and you hold court. You allow that admiration. You accept that admiration, and you feel that you're worthy of that admiration. That's Queen of Wands. Like I said, it's a feminine energy. It's receiving all of that, that people are looking at you and people are talking to you and they're asking your advice and your opinions because you're so passionate about so many things, and that's very attractive. So that's on your mind. And under the surface, what you might not be showing to everybody is the King of Vases, which is more scorpionic energy. It's the King of Cups. This is very deep, fixed water. It's somebody that they feel their emotions very deeply. So under the surface, you either are dealing with a Scorpio person that really is affecting you, or you are becoming this master of emotions. And maybe you're a Libra that's like on the cusp of the October cutoff point to Scorpio, Libra to Scorpio. So maybe it's like October 20th or October 21st. You could be on the cusp of Scorpio, and all this scorpionic energy could make a lot of sense for you. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but maybe you really are just mastering your emotions and you're getting all those feelings that you've been feeling for such a long time, and you're transforming and you're spiritually awakening, and you're being able to get in touch and in tune with what you are feeling to the depths of your being. And that's the King of Cups. They're very calm, cool, collected. It's very masculine energy because they take action on how they feel. And they're not afraid to feel their feelings, but they're also not going to get lost to them. They're going to be controlled about how they feel. As you move into the future, the King of Swords. So this is a different energy. As you move into the future, you are going to be this master of your mind, of your thoughts, your thought world, your mind. I love this beautiful illustration of this, like it represents like success and achievement. This bird with their wingspan spread all the way out, this sword of truth. And that's your sword energy, Libra, which is your air element that you are. That's what your makeup is. You rule the mind. You rule the thoughts. You're not really usually lost to your emotions. You're usually very much about your mind. And Libra, you're such a balanced energy and harmonious and needing things to be fair and equal. And that's King of Swords is very much, it's actually the Aquarius energy. So it's more about the collective humanitarian view. But this is what your near future has to offer, is you mastering your ability to control your mind, to be able to think thoughts that make sense, that are clear, that are organized, and you're able to portray how you feel about the way that you're thinking, how you think about things. Communication is going to be crystal clear. You're going to be able to be calm, cool, collected in your thoughts and the way that you convey your thoughts. You're going to probably be more fact over feelings. You're going to have that sword ready to go if somebody wants to come at you with the way that you think. But more than anything, you're going to be able to stand on business about the way that you see the world and your thoughts about that, and your communications very clear. Your external energy, it's energy outside of you that affects you, but it's not necessarily you, is the Ace of Cups. There is somebody on your external energy that wants to tell you they love you. Somebody that wants to express how they feel about you. Somebody that is an emotional person. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Somebody that has a cup full of love and they want to give it to you. It's an ace. It's a new offer. This can be somebody that you've been dealing with for years, or this can be a brand new person. Ace is one. It's new. Ace of Cups, somebody on the outside of your life that affects you wants to give you their cup of love. Your energy is really fixed and focused on work right now. You're just trying to dial it in. You're trying to put the pedal to the metal, to, grind the axe, to burn the candle at both ends. You're showing up early, you're staying late, you're proving yourself over and over and over. Your energy is about, I'm not messing around. I am going to show everybody that I mean business. And I'm not kidding. I am here for it. I'm the master of my craft. I'm the subject matter expert here. I'm the point of contact. If you need something about this business that we're in, call me. That's what you're doing. You're not really, it doesn't feel like you're really interested in love right now. You might be, and it just might be a side interest. Your main focus really seems to be getting your mind right and getting your work life in order. Your hopes and fears is the Seven of Vases. This is options, choices, fantasies, delusions. This is your hopes and your fears. When we hope for the Seven of Cups, we hope we have options. We hope we have choices. We hope that we're not trapped or stuck. When we fear the Seven of Cups, it is us feeling like, oh crap, I have not only options and choices, but I am making up fantasies and I have delusions about what I think reality could be. I don't have like facts backing it up. Everything's running on my emotions. And so I'm hopeful, but I'm also afraid of what that means. So that's the Seven of Cups. Your final outcome is a step up. It's the Eight of Vases, the Eight of Cups. What this says is, Libra, at the end of the day, you're going to wrap it up and walk away from things that no longer serve you emotionally, mentally, in your physical reality, in any way, shape, or form, at work, in your personal life. You are not afraid to take your emotions and wrap them up into a ball and walk away from them if they are not serving you anymore. You're not afraid to walk away. That's like your superpower. And this is your final outcome for the month of July. It doesn't mean you're going to walk away. It means you can, if you wanted to. It's an emotional energy. You know that emotions aren't always facts. Sometimes our emotions are just emotions. So you might even just feel like you want to walk away, but maybe, reality or this King of Swords logically will keep you in place because you know that the truth of the matter is it's best if you stay. So your emotions might lead you to want to leave, but maybe logistically and logically, you'll go ahead and stay. That's always up for interpretation and open to how things just go. This is just a skeleton reading for the month of July. So Libra, let's put one more layer down and see what we can see for the sign of Libra. Libra, what else can we share? Let's grab that one. It wanted to come out. It's the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles and the Moon. All right. So you are really, it's Eight of Wands. You're really moving fast. You are really putting out those messages, at work when you're doing that sun up to sunrise, sunset kind of energy, when you're burning the candle at both ends, you are putting out the work. You're delivering on whatever your employer is investing in you. You are like tripling that effort. And your goals and your dreams are, you can see them on the horizon, but you're moving really slowly towards your goals. Even though everything feels like it's coming at you very fast, you know that how you're going to get where you're going, it's going to take a long time and it's going to go really slowly. You're also operating under like what feels like a smoke veil. There is some information that you aren't privy to, and you're just trying to do your best. You've got those options and choices, even could be delusions, because when the moon is here, there is this energy of, we don't know everything. We think we do. We think we're smart. Maybe that has a lot to do with that judgment that you're going to be making and the transformation that you're going through. But the moon energy is attributed to all the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's an element of mystery. There's an element of unknown. And so just be aware that the moon energy is showing up, and it's a major arcana, so it takes a big seat in the reading. There's an element of mystery that you might not be aware of altogether. Libra, this is your July reading. Thank you again for being a part of this channel. Spicy Sunflower Tarot can be found on TikTok and YouTube. And your likes and your follows, your subscribes and your shares are very appreciated. Thank you again. Be blessed, be well,